Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 14 of our Let's Play Infinity. And yeah, it seems to be a little tight quarters in here, but there is a reason for this. Now, oh, and it's night too. Okay, let's quickly sleep through the night, because apparently I am afraid of the dark. Well, no, not really. I'm just afraid of what's in the dark. Okay, so the reason for this little cubby is our blaze farm, or our blaze spawner. This little thing right here. I have noticed that while other vanilla spawners will spawn with me in the house and them out here, they don't have a problem spawning within that range, like the spiders and things like that. But apparently you have to be closer for the blaze to spawn. So that's the reason for my little outcropping there. I'm hoping that I can fix that in the near future, but we'll see. That's kind of my little AFK cubby hole. Next item up. I had talked about leveling all of this out. And there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can do it manually with an excavator and a hammer and pick and all that. You can do it with a filler, and we will probably be using that a little later on. But right now I'm still a little shy on resources, so I really, one, I can't afford to lose like the Britannia and things like that up here. I need the dirt to fill the areas back in. And so what I did is I've got the, and yes, I see the creeper down there. I have the Buildcraft quarry set up right there. And that's the one that we had in the Nether previously, so I figured I could go ahead and repurpose that here. Then I have a ender chest, which is white, just like the one inside. So as you can see, that's the stuff that's coming in from the Nether. And then I made another magmatic dynamo with my usual upgrades. Put the power cable on, and then I've got one of the pressurized fluid conduit. And then I was going to put my lava drum on here, like so. And so once we set this to extract, then that's going to send that out. And I'm not really sure what all it has to break. I think it's just going to be building the, that stuff, the frame. It's going to frame that out and then should start digging. So, but that should help clear out this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let this dig, I don't know, a couple of blocks more than right here. That way I can go back in with the dirt and fill these areas in and do all that. I might do that with the filler using the dirt that this is able to farm. So now it should start. Yep. And now the quarry is going to start, and it will start on the, or should start on the highest area, which as you can see here, that's exactly what it's doing. And I'm guessing that's a visual glitch. Because Wayla's not seeing this. Oh, yeah, because here it's coming back. Now, it's not that fast, but, I've only got one magmatic on this thing. And I'm not overly concerned with the speed at which it's running. So yeah, so once we get back over here, and it may or may not get the Britannia flowers, I'm not sure, to be honest. If it doesn't, I'm not that worried about it. The main thing I need is all the dirt and things like that so I can fill the stuff back in. And apparently it is getting flowers. There's dirt, and we saw a flower earlier, and I know that's not from the Nether. So as you can see it moving right over here, so that was weird. Apparently I had to move away from it to clear the visual bug. But anyways, so we've got that starting to clear off. One of the things that I want to do, now that we have access to an easier portion of blaze rods, is to change how I'm getting my lava. Because, you know, sending drums back and forth can get a little old. So, one of the things that I want to do, and I think it's this one, yeah, is an ender tank. So basically this is crafted with wool, ender pearls, 2 obsidian, and 4 blaze rods, and a cauldron each. That's 1, 2. So what I want to do is, I don't want to use the book on this one, because where I'm going, the book isn't going to. Oh, it's already open. My water bucket isn't there. And that is one bad thing about playing in a world by yourself. When things go missing, you can't really blame someone else for not putting the stuff back. So in those instances, that's when we do a bug report and say that it was one of the mods messing up. Oh no, that's not good. That's blood. Why is there blood under the lava? I guess I should have been checking this more. Well, let's clear it out and see what we get. Where's my pick? Grab that, and oh good, I actually have a wrench with me. That is very odd. Let's see, I am on level 32. I wonder... There's soul sand under me? Right here. Oh! Well, now that's interesting. Not an ideal place for this to be. I don't have my shovel on me, of course. I really don't feel like listening to that. This is certainly interesting. This is not what I was expecting. Which seems to be the norm for me, running into something while recording that I wasn't expecting. Go figure. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and pause this and see if I can figure out what's going on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I dug a couple of holes over here, which I've filled back in now, and literally went all the way to bedrock and hit no more lava. So apparently the lava here is not that deep. However, in lieu of finding another place, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to go ahead and set up here to continue running the pump for now, just to go ahead and clear all this lava out and see what we can do from there. Let's see. Should do something like that. And bring that in. Just to try and make sure I don't die. Yeah, and that part right here that I dug out was just to kind of get the cobble here that I needed to rebuild this. So I'm going to place that there. And then... see, there's that. Did I have this facing? Yeah, I probably did. Probably had that facing directly into it in order to power it. And then that there, here. So then I'll pull extract, turn the redstone off, insert, and That ought to do. But then what I'm going to do, instead of putting a tank back there, I'm going to go ahead and just put an ender tank. And then I will set this to insert as well. And so the lava should go into this first before it goes there. However, I'm going to need to kickstart it. So I can put that there and do an extract. Can you not pull from the bottom of these? Or from the side? Thought you could. And now I'm not going to be able to get under it to see it, to be able to do it. Always something. It is always something, it seems. Okay, so we'll do this. And break you. Then I'll put that back there. Now I can get that up there and set that to extract. And now that will charge this. And let this kind of fluctuate a little bit till it gets the buffer and this filled up. I didn't realize I didn't have upgrades on this, which, I mean, this is constantly fed with lava, so I really don't know that I need it there. Alright, so that should be enough in you. Take that back off. Put it there. Then we're going to take the crescent hammer and right click that. And as you can see, the one in my bag fills up because it matches the one there. So now we can head back to the house. Oh, and I did have to go up top for one thing, and that's to mark off the ender quarry, which is this line, the quarry corner here. There's one over there, and the other one's down there, because I wanted to make sure I didn't place this in line with the quarry. And so now we can do our next item, and that is to set up this on the other end. And I'm probably still going to use the drums, but now I won't have to go all the way to the nether to get them. I can just take and place that right there. And then I can get, let's see, these are still a little confusing because I don't really have them laid out the way I need them, and I don't have any of them labeled, but that's alright. Let's see, I want to cut you off, and you I want to extract and insert, and so then that should keep that drum full. And then what I can do is I can come over here, drop in another drum, tell you to insert, and now that one is filling as well. So then I can just, you know, when I need another drum, I can come over here and swap them out there. And I can throw that one there for storage, I guess. I don't know. It'll work for now. So yeah, I guess we ought to check on this over here, see how far along we've come. And like I said, this is probably going to be kind of slow. I don't need to fly. It's going to be a little slow. I mean, if I get in a hurry, I can put some more magmatics up there, but I kind of want it to go a little slow because I want to make sure it doesn't dig down too far. Alright, so let's go over here and double check on the stuff coming in. Because one thing that I really don't like is a quarry that overflows. So we've got our dirt coming in, and and our netherrack, some flowers. So the last 4 down here are my miscellaneous. Alright, so that looks good, and we've still got 2 in buffer. I did add a couple of more to this setup up here. And this is actually one of the next things that I want to go over. And last episode I said that there is something that I really like about the JABBA barrels that allows you to add in, or there was something that I really like about the JABBA barrels in conjunction with the item conduits. And so that's one of the things I want to work with today. So I need, for what I'm going to make, I need 2 more ender chests. So I've got those, and then 2 pistons each, so 4 pistons, and we're going to make a BSpace upgrade. It's that one there. So we've got 2 of those. Now what I'm going to do, go over here to the magic purple box. I want to get these 2 level 1 upgrades, and then I need some iron to do level 2 upgrades. So where did they go? There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 JABBA barrels. We're going to upgrade them to level 1 and then level 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this BSpace upgrade. And it says it turns the barrel into a BSpace barrel. So we put that there, and you can see the little circle there. Now, these 2 are now BSpace barrels. And you may not know what that means. But what that means is we can take a BSpace tuning fork, which is just 3 iron and an ender pearl. And we're going to take this and we're going to shift right click on this one. Now, you see it says the fork starts resonating. And if you look down here at the bottom of the tuning fork, you can see that line going down. This is your timer. And so what I want to, and you can actually see the fork changing color in my hand. But I'm going to shift right click on this one. And now you can see this little signature, I'm not even sure what it is. It's kind of hard to see. And but anyways, this little icon and this one, that's not on any of the others. But what that means is, well, you can shift lock it. You can shift right click to lock it or unlock it with an empty hand. But what this means is these 2 are connected. So what I want to do is I'm going to pick this up, and it doesn't really matter where I put it, but I want to put it near what I'm going to be doing. And I don't want to see the smoke. Dirt. As you can see, our dirt is going up, so I'm going to put that one there. And then this one I'm going to put, I want to put it somewhere that you know it's not connected. There we go. So what I want to do is when I start running the filler out here to fill in areas, I'm going to want to be able to send dirt to it. Well, I don't want to have to, have a chest out there and worry about keeping the chest full and things like that. So I want to pull from my main stock. But I don't want to pull from this one. There's a few reasons. One is any barrels that are B-spaced to each other have to be the same barrels, or the same upgrades, same level upgrades. So if I upgraded this one to level 3 and that one was level 2, you could not combine them, or you couldn't link them. So what I'm going to do, and I'm just doing this to get up here and make it a little bit easier, is on this one I'm going to open this up, and I want to switch this to in and out. So our insert stays the same. It's putting in on green at a priority of 9. But I want to switch this over to the extract. And the first thing I want to do is I want to change this to brown. That works. Brown for dirt. So I want to extract dirt on the brown channel. Always. Well, I can put it on always active. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to go down here and I want to change this over to the brown channel. and insert. Oh, wait, sorry. When I changed it from extract to insert, I got to change the channel color again. So now you can see the dirt going in here, but you can also see it there. And you can watch, and it's going to fill it at the exact same speed, because you don't have a pile here and a pile there. What you have is these two are now BSpace linked. So basically anything in this is in this. So now what we can do is I can actually take and pick this up, and I can take this anywhere I want and place it, and I have access to the dirt. And when I pull this out, it's actually pulling it out from this one as well. So you can see that right now, well, let me clear this out a little bit. Okay, so clear it out a little bit more. So now you can see I got nothing here. This is already up to 8 stacks, 36. So this will be 8 stacks plus a little more, 9 stacks. So if I take and pull all that out and go back over here, then that means that that one has gone all the way down and is slowly climbing back up again. So I'll put it all back. And it's all back. These are really handy. And if I want to add more, basically what I have to do is I can make a regular barrel, put 2 upgrades on it. Mercy, they get loud. Put 2 upgrades on it and that BSpace in it. And then what I have to do is I have to relink them. I can either, shift right click this one and then go running out there and shift right clicking that one and then the extras that I made, or I can just use my diamond dolly or a regular dolly and bring them all in here, set them all up, side by side, and do them that way. So that is another of the items that I really like about using the Ender IO, because you can put in on one channel, take out of that same box on a different channel and send it somewhere else. So one of the reasons I do still like to stick with the Ender IO. Now another thing, I'm actually using my jetpack more, so I'm wanting to upgrade it, and I don't know if I need to charge it before I do or not, but we're gonna see. Hopefully it doesn't matter. If it does, I'll fly around until I use it up. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to make 4 reactant dynamos. And that is done with bronze ingots, bronze Tinker's alloy gear, bronze gear, whatever, redstone, and redstone transmission coil. So that makes 4 of the reactant dynamos. You're going to place them here to make the hardened thruster. That's also got the pneumatic servo, more gear, or more of the bronze / Tinker alloy gear, redstone block, NVAR, and redstone reception coil. So we get those 2 out. And then next, we're going to take and put that there and this here. We've got our hardened flux capacitor with NVAR here. And then we're going to, oh, that's right, I didn't have it on. I already took it off. We're going to place that there, and we get our hardened jetpack. Whereas this one was 25,000. This one will go up. I'm sitting here looking at the number on the left. I'm like, why is it still 25? But this one will go up to 400,000 RF. Hover mode's disabled. I need to look up how to enable hover mode. But anyways, so yeah, this will hold a whole lot more power. You see that little bitty speck of red? That is how much power we had compared to how much power this will use now. And this is pretty much going to suck this thing dry. As a matter of fact, it's going to almost exactly take it all, minus what's being produced. But there we go. So might help if I get it out of the machine. Put it back on. And as you can see, it does seem to use a little less power than the other one did. And of course over here we're still trotting along, and I need to get back in and sleep through the night before we get a bunch of stuff spawning. Like that which is walking around out there. Like that which is dying out there. Now, one thing I have mentioned on my last series before last, the direwolf 20 I was doing, when I make the knapsack, one of the things I try to do is keep a diamond dolly, because you never know when you're out and about and you find a spawner that happens to be something you've really been wanting or something like that. If you've got that with you, you'll be prepared to go ahead and snag it and bring it back. It only takes one slot, and if it's in your backpack, then you're not even going to notice it. Hopefully you won't do like me and forget it, but that's a whole nother story. All right, there was something else. Something else. What else? Oop, not that. I know I should have written all this down. Hold on just a minute. Let me take my brain out, wash it, and see if I can figure out what else it was I was going to do. I'll be right back. Okay, and the reason I couldn't find the items is because I forgot to set it up. So, one of the things we're going to do is get this smelting. And so, next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I've got the basic machine frame from Thermal Expansion. That's with 4 iron, 4 glass, and a 10 gear. Then we're going to take that and we're going to upgrade this to the hardened machine frame, which basically uses 4 Invar and an Electrum gear. Then we're going to upgrade this to the reinforced machine frame, which has the hardened glass and the Signalium gear. And then last, we don't have what we need yet. Are you done? Are you done? Do. Enderium ingots are what we're making. And I actually had to make the pulverizer just to get shiny ingots, because if you take ferrous ore and put it in a pulverizer, you got like a 10% chance to get shiny. And that was the only way I could get platinum, or shiny, which are both the same thing. And this should be almost done, so that kicks that over. And there you are. And let's see. Oh, I need something else. And get that. Or get that. Really? Just come here. Alright, we'll go back to here. And so then we'll make our gear. Now we've got our gear. We can put our gear up top, our Enderium gear, with 4 silver, and place this here and get our resonant machine frame. And then we're going to take that and put it here. With 2 Invar gears, a redstone reception coil, 2 Invar ingots, a bucket, and we get an induction smelter at resonant level. And here's the reason for doing all of this. With a basic machine frame, you get 3 slots. With the upgraded frame that we just made, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay. You can lock or unlock that. That's cool. But anyways, with the upgraded frame that we used, you get 6. And so what we'll probably end up doing, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, it's blue, that's blue, that's red. I think if you change it and pull that out, then it stays the same. And then if you put it back in and change all of them to blue, and then pull it out, they all stay. So yeah, I know we can take this one out, because all we got to do is leave it in, get it set up like we need it, and then pull it out. The redstone, we'll pull it out, because I very seldom ever cut it on or off or things like that based on a redstone signal. So we'll be able to pull that one out. And if I'm not mistaken, we can pull the servo out as well, because the item ducts that we use automatically extract, insert, all of that. So that will give us 6 upgrade slots. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 or 3 for speed and 2 or 3 for on this one I'm not sure. I don't think I can get, well, yeah, I can get a secondary. So I'll probably use 2 or 3 on the secondary. But that is what I wanted to do, because I want to take this and put it there. And we'll go ahead and let that get charged up. Now, if you happen to notice this, I've got 5 iron ingots and 4 tin ingots to make a iron armor plating. So then what I want to do is I want to go over here to the induction smelter. And if I'm not mistaken, you do it like that. And 10 bronze. Yep, there we go. Put the 10 bronze in there, and poof, we get a Tinker's Alloy armor plating. And unless I miss my guess, I should be able to take that and that. I've apparently missed my guess. So how was it it's over it. Okay. It is so over it. So previously, when I put this on, I had to take my armor off. As you can see, this gives you a protection of 6. So I'm wearing my boots, which give you a protection of 2, and as you can see down here, that gives me one little shirt. So that should jump 3 to about here when I put that on. So now I actually have armor and the jetpack both at the same time. So if I switch to F5, not 5, see, now you can see the armor. I'm wearing a chest plate, and on the back you can also see the jetpack. So I get, this way I get a chest plate and the jetpack. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that was one thing that I wanted to do today. Get back inside my body. And I don't know, there's also a thing you can do with particles and all that stuff. Oh, there it is. Particle customizer. Coal with torches. Haven't really looked into this, but I thought it was kind of cute. I don't think, I may not be able to add them now because I've already put it in the plate. I might should have done that before. Oh, that's weird. All the different particles and stuff. But anyways, I'm not too worried about particles. But I did think it was neat that, you know, I can now have chest plate on and still have the jetpack. So I thought that was kind of cool. Hey, and it looks like we've got 1 layer left to get level. And then, like I had said, I'm going to let it go at least 1 more layer after that, just so that I can fill in with dirt, and so then everything will, you know, look all nice and even and all that pretty stuff. So anyways, I believe that will take care of this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you liked it. If you do, make sure to click like down below, because that does help out. If you have any questions, want to make any suggestions, any comments about what I've done today, or anything you'd like to see covered in this in the series of videos, make sure to post up down below. But most of all, I just hope you enjoyed the episode and were entertained. But just remember, I am Jim Slate. Take care, and God bless.